Yo YouTube, what is going on? Jejo here, bringing you another MLB The Show 20 video. This time episode 17. We're back with our MLB The Show 20 ABC series tips and tricks. This is letter Q, and it's gonna be the quest for 99 MVP Mike Trout, the new Mike Trout. We're gonna go over the card. We're gonna go and tell you how you can get him, my thoughts on the card, what I expect from it. Are we gonna have more collections after this? We'll talk about some of that as well. This was a little bit of a surprise for a lot of people. We were thinking maybe we would have a new legend. That wasn't the case. They give us the superstar, the best player of this generation, the 99 overall MVP Mike Trout. We'll go over that again, but yeah, very excited about this card. We already checked him out. We already tried him out for a couple games live on Twitch. Link is going to be down on the description below. Same with our Twitter, Instagram, Discord, the whole thing. Make sure to check us out there. But we weren't live. We got the card. We tried him out. I'll show you the attributes in a minute. And I mean, he's not going to disappoint. The card is great. That's the first thing. It's great. We'll get to that. But here we go. Episode 17, letter Q, the quest for 99 Mike Trout. I'm gonna help you get there. I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks. Maybe you can save some stubs here and there as far as doing the collection, and hopefully it works out. Before we jump into the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that thumbs up if you do enjoy the content. That's the best way to show your support. Make sure to click that bell, the notifications on, that way you do not miss another upload. All right, so first of all, how do you get this Mike Trout? You would have to go to collections right here on collect, and there it is, legends and flashback. You see the Mike Trout. You're going to be collecting cards from each of these series. Once you collect them, you get a voucher which goes towards the Mike Trout. Here they are. All you need is 15. You don't need to do 17 of them, so keep that in mind. The reason is because, for example, let's say you don't have the Ken Griffey, you don't need to spend on the home run derby cards. Obviously I think that's probably one of the most expensive ones, because you need the expensive home run derby cards. So you may not have to do that. You can go to the other series and then maybe buy the cheap ones. Let's go, for example, if we go to breakout, you're gonna see that there are some silvers, there are some golds. Obviously these golds are going for a lot more than a regular gold. Like, for example, if we jump into Jonathan Scope, he's going for almost 15k. You may not want to spend that, but at the same time, you're not spending 50, 60k on diamonds. You want to get the collections. Also keep in mind that when you go to Trout, you also get 75,000 stuffs by just completing that. So you may lose some stuffs. You're gonna buy some of the players that you don't have, but you are going to get some of those stuffs back once you collect everything. Obviously every collection is going to have stubs and XP. This is gonna help tremendously. As you can see, they all gonna give you some stubs. Some XP is gonna get you up there, especially if you're still grinding for the prestige. Again, another one of the expensive series. These are I think the expensive ones as well, signature, prime, and awards. Make sure when you're collecting these cards, make sure you collect the ones that you already have locked. No sell. If it says no sell, go ahead and lock them in. There's a lot of free cards that you can exchange. So for example, Aroldis Chapman, he goes for what, 140, 170,000, 160. So I didn't collect him because if I want to sell him because I need the stuffs, I can sell him. I collected the ones that says no sell, the easy ones, the free ones, the one I collected from the inning programs. Make sure you are doing all of that. Same here with prospects, is different. Let's go to prime. There's not a lot of prime, but no sale. Keep the no sales. Keep the ones that are cheap. Try to get them and leave the ones expensive, like a Rob Dibble, like a Jake McGee. He goes for what, 60k, 68k. So I try not to lock in those cards, because once you collect them, you will not be able to sell them, not even get the 5k back. So keep that in mind. That's a little way to make sure you save some stubs here and there. Again, all you need is gonna be 15. So it's very doable, very doable. These Tops Now cards, they gave us 3 new ones, which is the Ji-Man Choi, switch hitter Ji-Man Choi. If you've been on our live stream, you know what he means to our stream. We got Kyle Hendricks and Marcelo Zuna. Now, it says 15, so obviously, with the season getting started, we are going to be getting a lot more of this Tops Now cards. Does this mean we're gonna have a future collection that's gonna give you from Trout, you get a different player? We don't know yet, but that is still open there. I don't know why you would need that voucher. Same thing with the Lightning. It's not gonna let you lock in until you get the next one. You need 5 player of the month, so that's another one that you won't be able to lock in. But even without these two collections, they are still, I think, like 17 total. So there's 2 collections that you don't have to collect the cards. You can save, keep your cards. If you need to sell some of them, this is why I was saying that it's a lot easier. Also, prestige your cards, all you need is 5. These are free. These are you can't get stubs back from them, so go ahead and lock them in. That's 5. The monthly rewards, obviously free ones, go ahead and lock them in. You won't be able to sell them either. The cover, if you were able to pre-order the game, this is another free one. That's 3 right there. That's super easy. If you've been doing your team affinities, you should have enough of these prospects, silvers and gold prospects, which only 16. I did the home run derby as well. Already had them collected because I had the Ken Griffey Jr. So I went ahead and collected them. I wasn't gonna make any stubs from them. Prospects, same thing. Affinities is gonna get you a lot of them. Getting the Wander Franco, that's one of the ones you need. This may be one of the most expensive ones that's gonna be out there, but you know, keep that in mind, that you want to make sure if this one's too expensive for you because you're too far behind, then go ahead to the ones that you have up to date. Obviously, we collected all the stage 3 affinities as well, so here you can see them, stage 1, 2, and 3, or 1 and 3, I believe, faces of the franchise. We got some future stars as well. Some of them are free that you get from the XP reward program, affinities, so a lot of them I didn't collect. This is another example. I didn't collect Dylan Carlson because he's going for 80, 70, 80k, so I didn't want to collect him. I can go ahead and sell him if I need to. So yeah, keep that in mind. Go over your inventory. Let's you know, see which cards are going for a lot that you don't want to lock. If you don't have to lock them, don't do it. But this Mike Trout, it's insane. If we look at his attributes, 116 contact against righties, 125 power against righties, with 97 contact against lefties, and that 112 power against lefties. So he has 125, 112 power, 86 vision. May not be elite, but that contact is what the PCI is, so they're very high. Obviously 5-tool player, 90 speed, 94 fielding. He's going to be a diamond defender in center field. Obviously, if you put him in the corner outfielders, he's going to be a gold, but prestige. If you go to the prestige program, that's not the prestige program, but if you go to the prestige program right here, you'll be able to see that you can prestige that Mike Trout. And obviously, you're obviously gonna have to do a lot of the missions, and I'll go over my attributes or stats, what I've done with him already. But 99 overall prestige MVP Mike Trout, that jumps to, he makes contact and power 100 plus on all 4, 89 vision there, and then the fielding jumps to a 97, which means he will be a diamond defender no matter where you put him in the outfield. Honestly, this card for me is probably the second best outfielder in the game. I think the best card ever created for MLB The Show for me is Mickey Mantle. We have him prestige. We'll go over the attributes and we can make some comparisons to that. One comparison that you can have to him can be Larry Walker. So let's go ahead and compare it to some of these players, right? So for example, the Live Series Trout. I've heard people on Twitter say that the Live Series is better because of the quirks. It's not. It's not. You can see the attributes. The difference in the attributes is so big that he is that much better than the Live Series. Mike Trout swing this year, it's insane. I don't know what it is about him. This is what I did with the Live Series version. 458, 112 home runs. I used him for a while over on my God squad early in the year before I got Mantle and all the other legends. And then, I mean, this card, like I mentioned earlier, I used him on Twitch on a couple games, and I think one of the games was on the new event, so I had 1 for 1 on that one. My first game, 3 for 4 with the double. Second game, 2 for 5 with 2 home runs. This is what I've done with this one. So the swing that he has is just that good. It's that good. So for example, comparing him to other outfielders, George Springer, he has more power against lefties and more contact. Everything else, Mike Trout pretty much dominates, as you can see. you know, plus 13 fielding. The 125 power against righties is just elite. Comparing him to Mickey Mantle. So Mickey Mantle is going to have the edge because of being a switch hitter. So he's going to be a switch hitter. But if you look at the attributes offensively, Mike Trout actually is right there with him. He's better contact against righties, better power against righties. Mickey Mantle obviously has the advantage in contact against lefties, but Trout has the advantage in power against lefties. So that's huge. The vision is just 5 difference. Speed, they're right there, 2 difference. So this card is very comparable to the Mickey Mantle. Obviously, not being a switch hitter is the reason why I have Mickey Mantle ahead of him. But let's look at others. A lot better than Dawson. If we go to like Larry Walker is one that is very comparable. A lot of people have been liking this Larry Walker. Another is 5'2", 78 speed is not 90. Let's keep that in mind. The 125, 112 power for Trout compared to 110, 93 for Larry Walker. It's not bad by any means, but it's not Mike Trout level. So obviously, if you haven't been able to find the swing with that Larry Walker and you love Trout, Trout is going to be right there with him. Now, obviously, if you don't have if you cannot collect this Mike Trout, it's going to cost you a lot of stubs. Larry Walker probably goes for 100, 120, I think it was going for. So it's going to be a lot cheaper. But Mike Trout, it's very good. For me, second best outfielder. Again, like if you look at somebody like Prestige Cody Bellinger, who, I mean, I was hitting very well with Player of the Month Bellinger. As you can see, over 400 with both versions. He's that much better than that Bellinger. You know, so he's a great card. He's a great card. 125 power is no joke. 5'2" player. Again, I get it if you do not have the stubs, but I gave you a couple tips there on how to get him and not having to break the bank. I actually make stubs back. I actually make over, like I mentioned, over 800,000 stubs. So I'm gonna plug him in at center field. He's gonna be my center fielder for a little bit. I like my team as it is right now. I've been using this Didi Gregorius. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I was able to prestige him very quick, very fast. I'll show you my attributes with the other Didi Gregorius. I mean, 526, 37 home runs. Just amazing card. So we got him prestige. He's been doing very good. So we're going to go ahead and keep using him. We move our cap to catcher, like I mentioned before. We got him at 89. Ernie Banks is still a great shortstop, great option there. As you can see, we're hitting over 400. I still haven't tried out Greg Maddux. I still haven't tried out Jimmy Rollins, and I still haven't tried out Stan Musial. If you want to see a debut from one of the 3 6-inning bosses, or all 3, let me know down on the comment section below, and we'll be able to get that to you. But I mean, again, Mike Trout, a lot easier than Honus Wagner last year, so thankful for that. I don't think we're gonna have another collection reward. I don't think we're gonna have a collection that this collection leads to another collection. I don't expect them to release a brand new legend you know, in September and October. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I expect the bigger new legends for next MLB The Show, MLB The Show 21. Again, Mike Trout, get you a Trout if you can do it. If you've been watching our tips video, if you've been watching how to grind XP, if you've been watching how to make stubs, you should be able to get him. Again, he's gonna be my leadoff hitter. Let me know down on the comment section below if you like him, if you think he's worth it. If he's not, let me know. Again, I appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope you enjoyed episode 17, which was the quest for Mike Trout, the collection reward. Not a bad one. I'll see you. We'll be playing with him. Again, appreciate you guys watching. This is Jay. Y'all check it on the next one. I'm out.